And we don't need to anymore. Okay. Now we're gonna hunt the Arctic wolf and hopefully put it down. For it not to prowl around and catch us by surprise at some nebulous point in the future. Oopsie, are we on 3 times speed? Let's slow that down. Back to 2. I like how we're sweeping the still breathing Arctic wolf to make sure that it's nice and tidy. We wouldn't want to offend anybody with that unsightly image. Swap a knife for the club? I don't like using clubs. I know that it helps with... I know that it helps with taking more prisoners, but honestly, if you want to fight my colony, get shanked. Okay? And if you survive, great. If not, whatever. I'm going to be shooting you anyways. I would rather do that bleeding damage than bruising. Okay, Zero Rig, anytime now that you would like to come back would be fantastic. We're making some more bricks. Fire is continuing to clean the blood, which the wolf has finally died. Merxus is going to butcher said wolf. Excellent. And Hexadecalord is popping in down here, I guess to clean some more dirt. There's a very tidy living space now. And we're done building as well. So since it's almost spring and we're about to retain, or rather regain, use of our croplands, I'm gonna hold off on making this an internal grow zone for now, because I think we're gonna survive off of meat alone. If I can just find maybe a couple more muffalo. I gotta get used to using the wildlife tab. We got some elk out here. So we're going to hunt. Do ibex fight back usually? Let's see, it'll tell me when I select the lynx, or no. Will it warn you? If I hunt the elk, there is a small chance of the herd turning on me, but we're just gonna hunt maybe 2 of them and that's it. So they're somewhere around the map. The hunters will go find them and continue to make some food for us. It's the percent's on the right, okay. So there was a 2% chance of elk, 2% of ibex. Warg, ooh, where's the warg? That's just as terrifying as both the lynx and the wolf. These are hunters, and they're constantly on the lookout. Maybe they'll fight each other and I'll get really lucky there, and they just won't bother me. That'd be awesome. Have a good night, Nightchart. Maybe check the VOD if you're interested. Good thing there's no vegetarians in this colony. Yeah, that could exist, couldn't it? Well, we're gonna have a good stockpile for the next winter because I'm gonna go all out on these grow zones. We can obviously make even more. This is not enough for our colony going forward. We'll get there though. All right, it's 1 degree Fahrenheit outside. It is the 9th of August. It is 2/3 the way through to the next season. So we are well on our way to success, I think. Let's allow them then. They actually have things to build. They just need 2 components, which we definitely have. We got 26. So our builders are still building in here. They're not done. But once they are done with these 2 projects, I'm going to enable them. Well, they still have all the power conduits as well. But I'm going to enable them to start making the wall blueprint. I think I need to turn up construction on a couple of these guys. Like, I'm fire. That should at least be a 4, if nothing else. Because you're good at it. You are. Merxist does this after cooking. You are the cook. That makes sense. Zero Rig has to hunt first. So all these things do make sense. Garrodon has been eaten by a raccoon. Who? Who's Garrodon? Garrodon was an animal, right? Was that like a squirrel? That was the dead prisoner. Oh. That makes sense, I guess. Speaking of, did we have a colonist die? No, we had an animal die. That's why Maid Yun's in here. We were gonna bury her in a sarcophagus. Oh yeah, how could I forget? That's why the squirrel's there. It was one of our pets that got eaten. Yeah. Okay, let's make a nice granite or marble sarcophagus. We don't have any marble. Okay, well, let's just do this then. Push my priority of marble up so that we'll make some marble. So forbid this. You're not allowed to touch Maid Yun. Oh yeah, everyone's already forgotten. Well, that is one less body that we're gonna have to handle, isn't that right? I was hoping it wasn't one of my good animals. Like if it was Crim's, the doggo, that would have been really miserable. I would have been hated and reviled. Yeah, I'm not researching Team Advance because I only have 4 functioning colonists right now, and I don't need to research. I need to build. This is not a sustainable house. So everybody's doing their thing. We only have 5 meals, so we have somebody constantly hunting and cooking. We have somebody preparing blocks for our building process. Zero Rig is doing the hunting as we speak. Alpha Take's doing the cutting. I'm Fire is cleaning to make sure that nobody has a bad day. And now what we're gonna do is go back to hauling, actually. Hauling's super important right now too, and we've got somebody on building duty. So, all around, everybody's right where I want them, and I forgot to set up a work schedule here, but that's fine. Let's look at another one of our colonists, Zero Rig, who is our premier eater extraordinaire, which makes sense. Gets a little bit hungry doing all this elk hunting in the distant reaches of our lands, in the place that we call home, in the 4 corners of our small world. Hokujin Zero Rig Buraku. As a child, was a junkyard mechanic, left for dead at a young age. Zero Rig was rescued by an old man who ran an RIMWORLD junkyard. The old man forced Zero Rig to do dangerous, demanding work. So you're a little bit psychologically messed up there. You became familiar with machines, Zero Rig, but she grew up with almost no other experiences. Very low social skill, good crafting, construction, and intellectual. Handling disabled. You're not capable of working with animals because you only work with machines. As an adult, became a military officer and enjoyed fighting people seemingly at random. That's interesting. Zero Rig was known to feast when the rest of her comrades were not looking and stole their rations. Wow, I didn't know I could go this detailed. And then when they found out, would constantly brawl Zero Rig until one or the other was incapacitated. So big lessons to learn there. She was trained in advanced combat and survival skills. While she excelled in her studies, Zero Rig was a loner and never cared about her crewmates. I'm starting to see the backstory here that's making sense in the grand scheme of things. Even more minus social skills, but that's why your shooting skill is so high as a military officer. So you cannot care, nor do you care for animals. Hard worker, plus 20% global work speed. Psychic sensitivity's way down. She just isn't affected by psychic phenomena. And Gourmand. Isn't that the guy that just died? Zero Rig's life revolves around food. She gets hungry quickly and occasionally is overcome with the urge to eat ravenously. Cooking plus 4. Isn't that the guy that just died? It's like Gorge? Gourmand? What was the... what was the name of the person that died? Gorman Freeman. Gerudo. No, not Gerudo. It was not Geraldo. What are you guys are just making up G name words? Hey, look what I got. What, look at this. This is how I control my temperature. This is what it's set to. It's not that temperature yet. That's what it's been set to. That's pretty fancy. If I want it to go down to 70, beep. That's what I'm talking about right there. This is what we should be. Everyone should have one of these. You should have a remote for your thermostat. I heard one beep. Did you really hear a beep? Or was it just me saying beep? Future man, technology. Sounds warm? 70 Fahrenheit's very cool. Zero Rig has experience and inspiration. The next item, art or furniture she creates will be 2 quality levels higher than it would otherwise be. This even allows the creation of legendary items. The inspiration will end after 8 days, or when the creation is complete. That creation is gonna be your face, Alpha Tig, after Zero Rig is done with you. Who won? I always judge who won by who's in the most pain afterwards. Medium pain, Zero Rig. Alpha Tick is also in medium pain. Bruise on the rib cage, right arm and torso. Bruise on the torso, right arm and right arm. I think it's a stalemate, actually. They just wanted a little bit of play fighting, a little bit of wrestling, or wrestling, if you will, if you're a cowboy. Just letting each other know what's up, maybe trying to punch them into shape. I'm in the UK, what is AC? Air condition. I know that might be a joke though, Mapopoulos. Have Zero Rig make the coffin. I mean, I probably will, but they're gonna rest and get healed, I suppose. And I want everybody to be back to heal root because we don't want to fix bruises with good quality medicine. Okay. So, speaking of, have we cut up any marble yet? We are butchering a new animal. That is an elk. Making some delicious elk meat. That's a lot of elk meat. It's like 170. That's like 17, 20 meals. Okay, doing cooking, cleaning the kitchen. Very clean, by the way. Hexadecalord is on permanent clean duty. When not on clean duty, we'll haul stuff. Equally as good. Merxist is carrying the meal. I'm Fire's refueling our generators. This is the only thing keeping the power and the heaters on right now. We have one battery. If everybody would stop fighting and gorging themselves, we could actually make progress today. Otherwise, it's gonna be really slow. I live in the UK. What is RIMWORLD, Felix? It is a game that is perpetually in development and will never be done. And is no one actually knows how to play, but everyone pretends to. Right? Can someone explain what is break risk? Okay, so essentially what's happening here is every character has a needs panel. And the worse their mood gets, the higher their chance to have a mental break. So the more good things you do for them, the better their mood's gonna be. And the more bad things you can take away from them, again, the higher that's gonna go. So what you really want is for this to always be trending into the green. Right now we're at 32%. So your extreme break threshold's at 25%, which is here. So once this blue meter gets below that threshold is when you basically have to do like a mental stability check. And it kind of rolls a dice behind the scenes and decides whether or not that person's still stable mentally or is losing it. And if they lose it, then they lose it in a variety of ways, some of which are impacted by their traits. So for example, the character we were just looking at, Zero Rig, likes to snap and gorge herself on food. So that can change. Sometimes they can go on murderous rampages where they try to assassinate animals, where they try to kill other colonists, so on and so forth. So the lower their mood, the harder it becomes to keep them from going insane. And it can spiral your colony out of control very quickly. It's one of the easiest ways to lose control of your colony and have everybody die. So it's probably, like, besides just feeding them and making sure they don't freeze to death, the next most important thing. Do they use the bathroom? No, there's no bathroom. But there could be, Polo and Techno, if you install the bathroom mod. That's the other thing that RIMWORLD is. It is a canvas upon which many creative and many demanding people have painted their own image of what RIMWORLD is and is not. So, there's a ton of mods out there. And honestly, that's another great reason to play with vanilla right now, is because everyone has different preferences. Vanilla is the catch-all. That's the sponge that absorbs all of the please play RIMWORLD demands. But there's so many mods out there that people prefer playing with. There's zombie mods, there's technology mods, there's nuclear power mods, there are almost total conversions. There's people have made Star Wars RIMWORLD. It gets kind of insane. So trying to find a mod list that pleases everybody is nearly impossible unless you stay very towards vanilla, which I usually do. Their guts busting from not pooping, probably so. Are we savages? We are, Jen. We are very, very much savages. But yes, the idea is after I hopefully win this save, however many weeks that takes, we'll do another series, keeping things fresh, keep RIMWORLD fresh, for me at least, by I'll install some mods. And we'll try that out instead. So I like to do it both ways. Because vanilla lets me see everything that is new from the developer, and then I can play with mods when I'm tired of playing with Notch's new Minecraft update. You know? When I'm tired of riding horses around, then I go install the mod that lets me custom create my own AT-AT walker and pilot it and play in a pseudo survival MMO with my friends. You know, when I'm done looking at a fish in the water swimming around, then I go and I play survival games and I play better than wolves. That's literally why that mod was named that. Can you make bones into materials? Definitely with mods, Demon Hunter. I don't know about vanilla. Hey, Woldor. What are you writing milliliters out there for? All right, do we have any marble yet? goal, it has that too. So there's a research tree here, and you pretty much start our sweet time, kind of explaining some of the mechanics to people. Yes, Toys R Us did go bankrupt. I know, Cordin. That was kind of the joke. That it didn't exist. Team of Ants, you've been here for like 20 minutes. But hi. I know you're saying hi to Super Ego, though. You guys got to use @ symbols. @ somebody, then howdy them. Otherwise, I think you're saying hi to me. Got to teach you all how to Twitch. Just wait for those cool Nevada nights. No, not me. No, Techno and Polo, not me. The other people who are just, oh my god. Hexadecalord has broken inside and become obsessed with corpses. She is going to dig up a corpse and present it for all to see. I like that they turned purple now. I like the purple names. Oh, well, look at all of you guys, huh? Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Hexadecalord no longer has a corpse succession. I wonder why. You know what? Go do that. No, hide it, quick. They didn't see. You just ran across the living room in the nude, having just took a shower, and everyone pretended not to see what you had just done. Aren't you gonna add us all back? Yeah, just let me open up Discord and add everyone real quick. So first you gotta join the Discord, Polo Juice. Then I can do it. Ooh, I missed the emotes. You did, Lexus. We've got 3 new ones. For your viewing and using pleasure. But anyways, what's up, people? Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go 2 times speed. While that's happening, I want to scroll up and see who I missed here. And give a nice good howdy to you jokesters like Dot Phantom. Did you try Factorio? I do like Factorio, but I'm not good at it. You wouldn't enjoy watching me play it. Dot Phantom. Orsinius. And Sea Bears here, and Segolia was question marks. Late Tick. You guys are so lovely. No babushkas here today. We almost had a babushka town, but we changed it the last second to Howdy Town. Girl Revolution and Epsilon. What's up? Hey, Core Theater. Bojangles and Epi. Himides, I saw Telltale Games is kind of not... They're not games anymore. They're soon to be living in the past, unfortunately.